The industry has to change with smart lighting, otherwise other industries will come in and take over the lighting industry. So you either change with it and embrace that technology, or I think, like it or not, you're going to be left behind.
I think smart lighting is going to take this industry to a place that 5 years ago nobody even envisaged it existed. It's going to be bringing in new partners that are going to be breaking all of the rules that we understand. A luminaire is not just going to be there to illuminate something. It's going to be providing so much more of a platform across so many other industries and providing data.
Luminaire design for a long time was not evolving so much because the light source was very restrictive. The bulb is hot and large and had to be accessible to be replaced. Now with LED being a small semiconductor, luminaire design is going super fast because there is no restrictions anymore and the technology is not anymore in the way. The only thing that restricts us now is our imagination.
We're already starting to see applications with curved LED modules in concept. They're going to start to come out as well. So no longer will light be just ordinary round downlighters and linear recessed or surface mount units. We can have some really weird and wonderful stuff, I think, all around us. We saw Trick earlier on, which was a completely different concept for a luminaire, really highlighting what can be done with LED in a very different way.
Well, we spoke a lot yesterday about smart control systems and how new players potentially entering the market, whether that's Google or Apple. Certainly software is going to play a much greater role than it has done in the past. So there will be a move towards greater value inherent in the software, for that software to be able to control interconnected systems.
The most interesting thing that is happening in the industry right now is how lighting expands its scope and gets connected to data, to networks, to health, to our well-being, to mobility, to life in the city and everything else. So with the electronics and the digital connection of light, it suddenly reaches everywhere.
A few years ago, luminaires were being shoehorned into existing prototypes. I think now luminaires are being designed around technology. I think the trick for manufacturers is to make sure they're designing products that are really needed rather than products for the sake of it.
The key thing that both luminaire and control system designers need to get right is making it as easy as possible for the installers, whether that's in the form of mechanical and physical installation, whether that's in the form of its commissioning, identification and behaviour specifying. That's where we need to focus, all on about ease of use.
Glare control is really important for your visual comfort. So road lights and office lights, they should not be glary, and that is increasingly challenging with the light source becoming smaller, and the reason for that is just classical physics.
The hardest thing for luminaire designers has to be color temperature, and that magical Cree rating. I think the kind of closer to kind of natural daylight that we can get, I think is becoming very important. Providing an artificial light source that's going to still complement furniture and fixtures whilst providing energy efficiency is their biggest challenge.
In order to get luminaire design right, it's a question of establishing what is the requirement from the market. And the requirement from the market is so diverse that the critical thing is to identify key points within that.
So there are a variety of ways that companies can use to accelerate the pace at which they get products to market. These include looking at how you might have a soft launch of the product so that you can ramp up production as you gain confidence in the market acceptance. It can be looking at the development process that you're using to see what's really adding value in that process. It can also be looking at how you stagger the introduction of features on a product, so you decouple them from one another to give you a faster refresh rate in the marketplace for the same expenditure in terms of your product development activities.
Of course, product development is challenging at the best of times, but more so recently because of the whole patent issue. And we're very pleased that we have here today at the conference some of the key experts in that space.
My advice would be to make some investigations into what kind of patents it is. Are they valid? Are they enforceable? Are you infringing them? What is at stake for you? What is at stake for the patent holder? How bad would it be for you? End up in some sort of fight that you might lose? How bad would it be for the patent holder ending up in some kind of fight that he might lose? Take a 360-degree view of the whole situation. Investigate matters surrounding the patent. are they valid, so on and so forth.
The Philips licensing program is basically directed at digital lighting, so it's all about the control of the LEDs, not about the LEDs itself. We decided to share our technology, and we don't share it for free, and I hope that people understand that, but we don't think that we overcharge those people. If people feel that they are not using our patents, we can discuss that, and we have a big team in assessing product by product, patent by patent, and if we agree that there's no use of our patents, of course people don't have to pay.
The future of lighting fixture design is going to change every month, every quarter, every year for the next 10 years.
It's integrated, like where you have a lot of more actors on the play. It's not just one man or one woman sitting designing a fixture. It'll be psychologists, it'll be IT people, it'll be computer people, all kind of tying into this product and integrating will be a much more multi-functional discipline.
The future of lighting fixture design is broad and wide.
The future of lighting fixture design has already begun.
The future of lighting fixture design is simplicity.